So the first thing that I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to create a folder where it's going to contain our project file or files. So the first thing is that I'm going to head on over to my desktop because I think that it's easier for me and for you to create your project on your desktop so that it's easier for you to access. So I'm gonna, on my desktop, I'm gonna right click and then new folder. And if you are using Windows instead of Mac, the process is the same. Just create a folder and then give it a name. I'm gonna name my folder Python underscore OOP. So it's Python underscore OOP. Now, in order to open this folder in Visual Studio Code, all you need to do is that you need to drag this folder and drop it on Visual Studio Code and it will be opened. So as you can see, the folder has been opened in Visual Studio Code. Now we have this project folder. We can create files inside that folder. So I'm going to start by creating a simple file here by clicking on this icon. And then here I'm going to create a file called main.py. Notice the extension is py. The extension here is py because this is a Python file. So it must be .py. After you have named your file, just hit enter and this is going to create our first Python file. Now let's just do a very simple thing here. The first simple thing that I'm going to do is that I'm going to print here something. I'm going to just print here. I'm going to say this is my main.py. And we need to run this. How can we run this? First, you need to make sure that you have saved what you have typed here. So you need to click on File and then Save or Save All. And the second thing is that you need to open up your terminal. So I'm going to open the terminal that comes with Visual Studio Code, which exists in the View and then Terminal. This is going to open a terminal inside Visual Studio Code. And it's going to point to the project. As you can see, Python OOP. Now in this terminal, in order to run our file, all you need to do is that you need to type Python and then main.py. If you are using Python 3, you need to say Python 3 and then main.py. If you are using Python 2, just type Python and then main.py. So I'm using Python 3, so I'm going to say Python 3 main.py. And if you hit enter, guess what? Now it's going to print this in the console because our file just prints this sentence. This is my main.py. So this is how you can run your Python script. And this is very important. You need to make sure that you know how to run your Python script, because whenever we want to test, we will need to run the Python script.